Hello everybody, my name is Lumo, former rappy man, current bowling ball, aspiring Kronk cosplayer. I want to make video games, but that takes time and effort. So now I live each day by waking up at the ass crack of dawn to create video game entertainment experiences for you, to expedite my growth and further wither my sense of time management. Realistically though, that's what this video is all about, time and effort. You see, no skill grows when untrained, and there are many skills that go into being a solo developer. And if I bitch one more time about my stagnation in game development to Condi without actually producing something, he will kill me. After last month's extreme crunch to get the video done, I had committed to working hard, properly scheduling, and taking my time to craft a high quality and informative video. I then moved out of my house and did nothing for 2 weeks, only just now remembering that I am, in fact, a YouTuber. So I had to make something. And our starting date was May 20th. But what to do? What to make? There are many options, and I can overscope and overpromise on all of them like a true YouTube game developer. The thing is, I needed something small and achievable. I needed a win. So I let myself run wild designing the game I would want to play. Expansive features, roaming vistas, complex and deep systems. I then had my industry friend talk to me about the game, and we ultimately grabbed a knife and sacrificed its limbs in a display so horrifying, it might as well have been an incognito mode ad spot. There's something I don't think a lot of us novice game developers understand. It's that we need to talk to people unafraid to hurt us, specifically to get a realistic take. My game idea was massacred, slaughtered even, but we had something clean. We had something achievable. Now what's the idea that came out of this creative knife fight against a video game design document? Easy. A 3D collectathon with a slime as a playable character. What do you collect? Don't know yet. Why? Not sure. Does it matter? At some point, maybe. Look, homie, I'm gonna shoot it straight with you, okay? I have an incredible habit of overscoping. My professors, roommates, parents, and former lovers can all attest that I believe I can do everything I say and then underperform routinely. This isn't a dig at myself, but an acknowledgement of my flaws. This ritualistic slaughter was mitigating that issue, understanding my limits and coming out with something I can do. And due to this, I decided that we're going to make but a single level with simple, yet polished mechanics. Small steps taken one at a time is the way you get to a large victory. But god damn if we're not walking one step at a time. Gentlemen, behold! I have made a sphere! Whether you like it or not, this is what peak character design looks like. Obviously, this has been heavily inspired by resident fantasy pussy destroyer Remuru Tempest. Once I captured his femboy physique perfectly, I had to work on the shader. And would you believe? I completely forgot to record any footage of this process. You're not here for education, you're here for entertainment, and the show must go on, so let me break this down really quickly and cleanly, and we'll push on from there, yeah? The shader is made up of 3 key components: the inside, the outside, and code stolen from Dom Lumen's blog, linked in the description. The inside is an area of high opacity, and then has a sharp drop-off. This is then followed by an opaque ring. This gives it that viscous fish egg-like effect. From there, I use that stolen code from earlier to hide any nasty polygons inside. This makes sure that my characters look better than the entirety of the Dreamworld alpha. From there, we engage in a mild amount of tomfoolery and just kind of cheat the rest of the shader. My friends, allow me to introduce you to one of the 2 rules I learned from college. Game development is about doing as little work as possible to get as much as possible out of it. In a way, work smarter, not harder. Why should I make textures and everything when I can just make Unreal do it for me? I generated the noise and then just kind of scaled it up and down. The small one gives you a little wiggle, the other gives you that nice deformation, and then, oh, the piece de resistance, the chef's kiss, the color. Now, what's so special about the color? I mean, nothing really. Just the fact that it's driven by mother-loving math and can be updated while you're playing. And I think that's really hot. But what is a slime if not a miserable pile of goopy animations? We had the shader and it was looking properly erotic. It was time for animating. I had to bring our goopy boy back into Blender and rig it. And let me tell you a couple of things about myself. I dislike most Coldplay songs. I weigh over 200 pounds currently. I shower only when the police force me to. And I have never made a full skeleton plus rig. I've been working on one for VR chat using my Final Fantasy character Northman, but I've never finished one. Well, the lessons we're learning for game development carries here too. Start small. So we had to make a high fidelity rig for our slimy boy. And boom, there it is. The way that this works is there are 4 bones running up the center for proper goopitude, which according to the Google Doc spell check is a real word. Then I added some bones on the side to make it so we could stretch out the slime in whatever direction we wanted to, and it looked like shit. Friendly reminder that the death of effort is common and expected in the games industry. It's how we get our projects out the door. We cut what's not working. From there, I made them look like circles because that's hip and cool in the rigging world. Actual rigs have a bunch of really, really neat features. Inverse kinematics for that realistic limb behavior. Constraints to make animating everything just, so much easier. I do not have the time for that. I would love to learn about that, but alas, I've waited too long and thus, I'm ass. We'll circle back around to that later, okay? Maybe next month. But for now, we have to animate. I whipped up a quick animation for walking and idling and then imported them into Unreal. Then I decided I didn't like how the bones were set up when we did them because I'm an absolute brainlet of a man. Skeletal meshes do not like it when you change their rigs. Look at this. What happened to my walk cycle? Why are you like this now? What friend are you? Truck freak. Bad dragon enthusiast. Steven. All right. So now we've remade all our animations and they don't look good at all in motion, which is to be expected. I'm kind of doing everything over here. We'll have to come back to it next month. Are you sensing the theme? For now, I'm going to throw them all on step mode to cover the flaws, and we're gonna call it intentional stylization. That's how I bullshit my way through art school, and homie, that's how we're gonna survive here. All right, so we got a rig, some animations, we got that high fidelity slimy ass. What's next? Gotta staple all these parts together into a horrifying flesh homunculi called a character blueprint. And I'm just gonna, yeah. And there we go, original character. Do not steal. And all the characters need an animation blueprint. What's an animation blueprint? Well, it's a blueprint for animations, you absolute little warrior main. Basically, this is what is called a state machine, which is a bit of code that switches between animations based off of various variables. When you're walking, your speed is above 1, which means you're now inside the running state, and that's the basics. That's just how it works. Again, you're here for entertainment, not education. Once you put it all together, it looks like this. It's not perfect, not by any means. But for a couple days work and going from near zero knowledge, I'd say it's a good start. What's that? What? You're unsatisfied with the fact that this video is cutting off abruptly? Well, I hate to break it to you, but this is going to be a multi-month project, and unfortunately, you're going to have to both like and subscribe in order to catch the rest of this project. If you don't, Obama's gonna break into my house and put me down for not meeting my quota, and nobody wants that. Especially not Obama. So let's take stock of everything we have going right now. We got ourselves a cute little slime boy with those cute little slime things. We got basic movement, the state machine, some animations, and a sick-ass shader. But the animations are stiff. They lack any actual feedback. So we'll need to fix that with some dynamic tomfoolery to make them warp in the direction our little slime sama is moving. From there, we need enemies, abilities, and a bunch of other programming. What I'm saying is, we've got a long path to walk. And we're gonna walk it together. And like I said, becoming a game developer takes time and effort, and we're putting in both of those things now. Not every month is a banger, and we're starting small. Next month, we're gonna be programming attacks. We're gonna start working on core gameplay mechanics, but for now, my name has been Lumo, and I'm going to go lie down on the ground until nature reclaims me. Oh, you're probably questioning why I have Unreal 5 in the title. Is that clickbait? It's not, hold on, let me just, I'm sorry, this is still an Unreal 4 project. Just give me a sec, Oh, hey, look at that, Unreal 5. It wasn't clickbait at all. I didn't lie to you.